kanina nag-live kami dito sa sa TikTok nung hapon, pero we really reiterated yung mga pinag-usapan namin sa sa the spokes tungkol doon sa environmental disaster that's ongoing right now sa saan ba? Negros Oriental, sa town ng Bais actually. So but this evening ang pag-usapan po natin ay yung worldwide signature campaign na nilo-launch on November 23. So ang title nito ay Kami Naman, a worldwide call to free PRD. So I just kind of want to get excited. Medyo slight pa lang. Well, actually excited kami to launch this particular event, which will be, ang launch niya will be on the 23rd sa Davao City. But it's going to be conducted worldwide. Launch lang naman sa Davao City, but this is or can be done all over the country and all over the world. Basta may Pinoy, meron tayong Kami Naman. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Hindi lang siya petition. It's a signature campaign calling for freedom, fair and humane treatment of former President Rodrigo Duterte and for justice to be served without delay. We stand for due process, compassion, and the rule of law. So, hindi natin hinihingi na magkaroon ng pribilehyo si dating Pangulong Duterte, ngunit dapat kilalanin din ang pagmamahal at suporta ng mga Pilipino or ng maraming Pilipino dito sa depensa ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. So, bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag pong kakalimutan, like, share, follow, and subscribe. So sa November 23 sa Davao, mayroong fun run. And I would like to point out that this fun run is organized by close friends and family of the Dutertes. And it's for the usual. Yung last time nag-fun run kami as we shared it. I was live during the entire run. I mostly walked. But in addition to the fun run itself, it's to call attention to the plight of Rodrigo Duterte and to the millions of Filipinos who support him all over the world. Okay? Pasensya na po, hindi ko talaga mahanap ang eyeglasses ko ngayon, but I will start wearing them again tomorrow. So, we posted this sa mga wall namin, and nananawagan ako na paki-post din sa inyong mga walls. It is only the launch that's going to be done in Davao, but with various representatives from all over the world, as well as representatives dito sa of various groups all over the country will be present, and there they will be given their kits, kumbaga, so that they can launch the Kami Naman signature campaign in their localities. This is not a fundraiser. Yung fundraiser po yung fun run, but the signature campaign, iba po yan. We're not asking for funding for that one. Okay? Yung fun run is not, hindi kami nag-organize, we just help the city of Davao and the close friends and family of the Dutertes who are doing this activity. So, request lang po ako na ulitin ko may I count on you to at the very least repost and to be particularly active dito sa activity na ito. What we want is to show all over the world kung ganong kasuportado si PRD. To show that there are people, mahirap kasi mag-gather, di ba? People are busy, there's their jobs, there's work, and so on. It's difficult to conduct rallies nowadays, as we are well aware. But a signature campaign allows everybody to stand up and be counted para kay Tatay Digong. And for considering sa dami ng ginawa niya para sa atin, sa dami ng how do you call this? Institutionalized reforms na ginawa niya. The very least that we can do is sign up and tell him that we want to be counted for him. So, okay, I'm rather concerned at the comment section right now kasi walang nagre-respond. Iniintay ko po yan. And there's some people then okay, let me just make this clear na. What we'd like to do is to see if you will be involved in this. If you can be part of this activity. It is a signature campaign. Okay, let me just address the person who is nag-a-attempt na manggulo dito sa ating TikTok. Her name is Julieta Medina. At ang sinasabi niya, tumigil na kayo, tigilan niyo na yan, mabubulok naman yung matanda dun sa Hague. Okay, number one, ma'am, kung hindi nyo kami susuportahan, hindi namin kailangan na nandito ka. Pero the fact na nandito ka means you're trying to discourage us. And the only reason that I can see why you're trying to discourage us is because you are afraid. You're afraid we're going to succeed. You're afraid that the world that you are carefully trying to protect, the world of BBM, the world of failure of the economy, failure of leadership, failure of governance, massive corruption, this is the world you're trying to protect. We have seen a better world. We have seen how an administration can comply with the needs of the people, comply with their promises, comply with what we need our leaders to do. I'm sorry if you don't feel the same way we do. Wala sa aming nagpipilit sa'yo. Ikaw ang nagpipilit dito sa comment section to try and insult us. Well, I have news for you. Masyado kaming confident for you to ever succeed in any insult against us. And there is no way you're going to discourage us from this. Kung ikaw hindi ka tumatanaw ng utang na loob dun sa isang tao who almost single-handedly reduced the crime rate in this country to almost single digits, then I feel sorry for you because you don't recognize a good thing even if it slapped you in the face. And it is very, very sad that people like you are walking around and breathing at the same time. I don't know how you managed to do it given your brain capacity. At any rate, I shouldn't be mad at you, but actually I should pity you and I should accord you the kind of compassion that, that the Bible says we should reserve for, the likes of you. Good luck with your life, ma'am. You don't have to be here. But I'm telling you, if you can stand to be here, you will have to be able to withstand our ability to answer you back. Right? Yung iba dyan, wala eh. You're so, how do you call this? You lack in the intellectual capacity to engage in discourse and all you can do is come here and call us names. BS, okay? When you say things like DDSHIT, akala nyo nagmumukha kayong magaling? It only makes you look sad and, mentally challenged. Because that's all you can do. That's the only vocabulary you have. You don't even have enough sense to string two words together and make a coherent sentence. You want to engage in discourse or you just want to insult us? And that, if you're here just to insult us, well, good luck with that. Mahina kayo. There's nothing in you, nothing that you have said that even merits a response in relation to any issue because in fact, you don't know any issues. Sir Maxi, please don't say ang puso ko, I have none right now. Not only that, ito pa yung nangyayari. When you try to trigger me, I become much more eloquent and certainly far more eloquent than you, that you actually kickstart our algorithm so that whatever number of people are watching me right now instantly increases. So let me know if your purpose here is to make us more popular because I'm going to ride that wagon. So where was I? Again, the activity will be launched November 23 in Davao City. But if you want to represent your localities, even if it's just, let's say, your compound, by all means, you can come over or, just let us know, let the organizers know that you want to be counted and to be part of those who will help us gather all of these signatures. Okay? We have no deadline yet for this one, and we have no targeted amount of signatures, but I have no doubt that it will be very easy for us to gain enough signatures in order to show the world that, our love and our admiration for Tatay remains. But even more than that, it's a reminder that even if just one Filipino is out there and being tried unfairly without given the benefit of due process dito sa Pilipinas, I'm telling you, we're going to stand up. It is time we stood up for him. It's time that we said no. We tried, there wasn't enough time. Nakakaloka itong ginawa nila kay Tatay. There wasn't enough time for even us to breathe. They put him on a plane and they took him to The Hague and we want him back. So could we at least count on your signatures? But if you want to really be involved, then let us know. Okay, it's not going to be, I don't know if they will accept e-cigs, but there will be people who will be in charge in very many places, including abroad. Some of our OFWs are going to be receiving kits so that we get actual signatures here. Wala pa po yung San Pipirma. The launch is November 23. So if you cannot go to Davao, and then we will understand completely why you can't, tune in dun sa fun run sa Davao. There will be a live on that day. Okay? I will apologize in advance kung hahanapin niyo ako doon sa November 23, but I cannot be there as I will probably not be in the country anymore. Well, just for a short while. Okay? Well, thank you very much. For those who are standing up and saying, count me in, Thank you very much. We will announce further details as we go along. My request right now is for you to repost. We posted it already on Luminous by Trixie Cruz Angeles and Ahmed Pagrinawan, our Facebook page. My request is for those people who are on Facebook to start reposting or sharing that particular post called Tay Kami Naman. So, papasalamat nga pala ako dun sa mga trolls because you fired me up. Okay. And nagpapasalamat ako in advance. Thank you very much because I'm seeing so many people who are already saying, count me in, sama kami. Thank you very much, guys, because you just renewed my faith in humanity and in the DDS. Yes, sir. Sabi ni Ma'am Marian. Others may keep insulting us, but hey, you have no idea what we're capable of. I love it. Ma'am, you know what I've discovered very recently, and trolls, you pay attention here, is that when you push us hard enough, we're going to push you back. And you know, we've done great things when you pushed us back. Number one was when we voted for Rodrigo Duterte to become president. You pushed us hard enough. Then, sige, game. Challenge accepted. Kaloka kayo. No? So, okay, I really wanted to, and thank you, Ma'am Marian. Thank you also for every single person here. And I've found that the longer we keep doing this, the longer we have conversations with each other like this, many of the people here have become more articulate, have become braver, have become far more creative, and I am so super proud of how everybody is standing up. Even if it's for, you know, if it's for such a sad thing, was tatay being taken away from us. My gosh. Ay, and dito si Daryl. Yep. Ay, grabe itong si Daryl. Galit ka ba, attorney? Oy. Parang ang feeling ko ang hina ng galit. But, di ba, uy, Daryl, kasal ka dito. So, guys, let's stand up for tatay. It only takes a signature, but it would be really great kung pati mga kaibigan ninyo, kamag-anak, and whoever else is willing to put their signature on there. And oh, by the way, walang political color. Of course, everybody is colored. But I'm willing to accept anybody who believes that there should at the very least be due process. At least intindihin yung soberanya natin. Intindihin kung ano ang repercussions nito sa ating sovereignty, sa ating dignidad bilang mga Pilipino. Nakarinig talaga ako sa ilang mga kaibigan ko na dalubhasa sa batas na nasa ibang bansa. Sabi nila, sinuko ninyo, mamamayan ninyo. Alam mo kami, kahit notorious na kriminal yan, di namin gagawin, sasabihin namin. Kami na lang. So, let's regain that. Let's recover that. Hi, Miss June. Yes, we will put up in strategic places and lahat po mabibigyan ng kits will be announcing kung nasan sila. There will be some places na, na matagal-tagal na magtatambay in certain places. Oh, by the way, kung matutuloy yung mga rallies that are planned, we will be there asking for signatures. I will be in another jurisdiction and we will be getting signatures there. No, I'm not teary-eyed. Ganyan po talaga yung mata ko. Hi, Ma'am Rose. Sasali din daw siya sa Duterte Run. Oh, sayang, no? But makikita mo doon sina Joey, sina Coco, sino pa ba? Of course, sina MJ, Jazz, and all of that. They will be there. So, sabi ni Arwin, check, Attorney Trix, keep on fighting till the last breath. Let's stand up for Tatay D. Tay, kami naman. So tandaan nyo, that's our rally cry right now. After everything that he has done for us, Tay, kami naman. Okay, sige, pag-usapan natin yung ibang mga but please, paki-reiterate lang, please repost ha. Diyan po mag-uumpisa dun sa pagre-repost ng announcement for Tay Kami Naman, which is on our Luminous Facebook page. Sa lahat ng nagsabing count me in, lalong-lalo na yung mga nasa Facebook, we're counting on you to share that. Okay? Thank you very, very much. At naman ako, natatouch talaga ako sa inyo. Grabe. So, next. Sabi, in-announce ni dating NBI Director Jaime Santiago na siya po ay pinilit na mag-resign. Actually, matagal na namin pinagsususpetsyahan yan. Of course, habang nandun pa siya, habang director pa siya, hindi niya maaaring sabihin yung totoo na may pressure sa kanya na mag-resign. Para ang isang napansin ko, kung maaalala ninyo, nag-issue ng subpoenas ang NBI sa mga vloggers supposedly for fake news. Nung pumunta ako, at halos ako lang yata ang pumunta, I represented myself, Dr. Ethel Pineda, several others, and, and of course, me. So nakipag-usap ako kay Director Santiago, then Director Santiago. Uy, salamat yung hashtag, Tay Kami Naman. Maraming salamat sa inyo. So, kinausap kami, ako, ni Director Santiago, at sinabi niya, ang request ko lang, wag kayong mag-fake news. Paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi yon. And nag-live ako after that. I also posted it on Luminous. But what I noticed was this, and what we weren't able to say then, every time I asked him a question, he just said, tinatanong ko, ano ba to, may kaso ba kami, iniimbestigahan mo ba kami? He just put his hand on the table and said, basta wag kayong mag-fake news. It seemed to me like a coded message saying, mag-iingat kayo sa ganyan, binabantayan kayo. So that was my takeaway. And now he was pressured to resign his position in the NBI. Bakit? Kasi binigyan niya kami ng pagkakataon to be on our guard. And that, among other things, na alam naman natin sino yung puppet master dito, sino yung power behind the throne na nagtutulak ng mga appointments and disappointments, kumbaga. Sabi ni Truth Matters, he looks like a good person. Yes, Director Santiago, I used to appear before Director Santiago when he was still a judge in the RTC. Sabi niya, kinikwento ko nga with the other lawyers who were present, he was trying not to be, ako patawa lang ako ng patawa during the meeting, sinasabi ko pa na sabi niya, ako kilala niyo ako. Sabi niya, mabait naman ako, di naman ako yung type na unduly pa-aresto ko kayo kahit wala naman kayong ginagawa. Sabi ko, sir, opo, kilala ko kayo kasi ma-appear ako sa sa courtroom ninyo. Sabi ko, mabait kayo. In fact, very fair kayo. Yun na nga yung problema. Pag dumating ka na wala kang witness, makakarinig talaga. Tawa siya doon eh. Sabi ni Dodong Putik, meron po ba kayong strategic move sa gagawing rally ng INC ngayong Nobyembre? I hear it's all about transparency and anti-corruption. Well, I assure you, if there was some strategic move, then wouldn't discretion be the better part of valor in this case? Hindi po sila magkapatid ni Senator Miriam at si Director Santiago. Maraming salamat kay Melvin. Okay, so sa ngayon, #Tay kami naman. And I will keep reiterating it all throughout our live today. So, ano pa ba? Yung kay Director Santiago, well, it is clear that the power behind the throne ang may pakana nito at siya po ang nag-pressure na mag-resign si Director Santiago because he had the temerity to try to act fairly, especially towards the bloggers. At least that's what I see. That is my opinion on why he was pressured to leave the NBI. Okay. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung rally. Sa ngayon, although I understand that may nilalabas na mga announcements, ako I have to verify. But yes, we've been hearing about an INC rally sometime this month. Hindi ko pa sure kung anong date yung mga yan. Iba-iba yung pinag-uusapan na dates. So, in this case, suportado namin yan. As far as I can see right now, sinusuportahan namin yan. So, sinusuportahan ko ang kahit anong paninindigan, ang mga taong titindig kung lumalaban sila sa korupsyon. Pero yung totoong laban, hindi yung hinahaluan ng politika, hindi yung kontra korupsyon, pero dapat mag-resign si Inday. Ha? Si Inday nga ang dumadaan sa proseso, everybody else, wala pa. ICI lang yung dinadaanan nila. Anong tawag doon? That's just an investigation. Samantalang si VP Inday, nasa proseso, finailan nga siya ng kaso sa ombudsman eh. And guess who the ombudsman is right now? So, wala pa po munang detalye, ilo-launch pa muna natin November 23. Okay, the details will be announced then. Bakit namin hindi pa nilalabas ang mga detalye? Ayaw natin na masabotahe. Okay? Ina-announce namin ngayon para kung sakasakaling may mag-attempt na tapatan nila. Katulad nung kabilang parlor, nag-announce tayo ng rally, nag-announce din sila ng rally para ma-dilute yung intentions natin at yung attendance natin. So, the same thing here, hindi pa po muna kami naglalabas ng mga detalye, how it's going to be done, and paano yung sa mga nasa abroad and all that, and kung merong acceptable na E6. But for now, #Tay kami naman at paki-repost yung announcement that it will be launched at the Davao Fun Run. Sabi ni, ang call to action for every possible rally moving forward is rally against corruption. Do you think magkakaroon ng actual call out na mag-demand na ng BBM resign? I think this is just the really logical conclusion to that. The only reason certain groups are not saying na mag-resign ang Pangulo is because, yun nga, hina-hijack ng kabilang parlor who want VP Inday to resign despite the fact na wala naman siyang kinalaman sa flood control, number one. Number two, they're raising the issue of alleged corruption dun kay VP Inday, samantalang mayroon na siyang hinaharap. All of these, they have been fleshed out in Congress. They have been, the case has been filed with the Ombudsman for investigation and so on. Si VP Inday humaharap, hinarap nga niya yung yung kanyang impeachment. So, we have to defeat that argument. We have to, pummel it into the ground, grind it out with our feet. Because that thing is just ridiculous in the extreme. Oops, nahulog yung ko, yung isang phone. So, pasensya na. So, do you think magkakaroon ng actual call-out? I think the call-out is already there. May mga tao lang na for strategic purposes, hindi nila isinasama sa kanilang pag-call-out. Oops. Yan. Good morning, sabi ni Seamus. We're bracing and preparing for a typhoon coming this morning in Cebu City. I support Tatay Diggs ug kaming mga Bisaya, laban tayo. And dyan nga ako bilib na bilib sa mga Cebuano, nakaharap na sila sa parating na bagyo. Pero ayan, ready and willing to support Tatay Digong pa rin. Yun ang gusto ko rin yung ugnayan ng Cebu at saka ng Davao, nakakatuwa. Sabi ni It's Fudge, the call out is there, pretending to be deaf lang, kino-call out natin. Kasi tayo, wala tayong political considerations. May corruption. This person, it was on his watch. His watch. Siya na, tapos yung attempt niya to na sabihin na, oh, I'm the one who called it out. I'm the one who exposed it. I'm the one who created an ICI. That does not help him. And on the contrary, the ICI is widely believed to possibly be part of the cover-up, partly to immunize him from prosecution. So, hindi nakakatulong. If you really want an honest to goodness, objective investigation, hindi ikaw ang gagawa nun. Hindi ikaw ang magdidirect, hindi sila magre-report sa'yo. Because as the appointing authority, automatic, meron ka ng sway over them. Ano ba? Kaya ayan, china-challenge tuloy ngayon sa Korte Suprema ang legitimacy ng ICI. At ang sinasabi, ang basic ground na sinasite ng tao na nag-file ng petition is that may conflict of interest. Nasa executive din yung iniimbestigahan. And in fact, the primary agency related or suspected in this particular case, the DPWH is directly under the office of the president. Is in fact, the DPWH secretary is in fact the alter ego of the president. Paano ka ba naman yan? Iniisip nila ng iba, hindi, meron naman president. Ano yung president? Yung Agrava Commission, also created by Marcos Sr., who ended up giving 2 reports, one against the government and one in favor of it. Sus. Sabi ni Ma'am Patty, the DICT is also warning, coinciding with November 5th, almost a yearly event, a DDoS or distributed denial of service may occur on that date, meaning worldwide cyber attacks may cause internet disruption. Yep, it's also, well, maraming naghihinala nga sa mga warnings na ganyan Sabi ni Bobby Bitana, count me in for Tatay D rally or rally for against corruption of government. I hope I can join the group. It's a signature campaign, sir, not a rally. Ito, sabi ni Emil Lin, yung Dolomite naman, pinupuntiryan nila ngayon. Pinag-usapan namin kanina sa live ni Coco Locoy. Nakakatawa nga Yung Dolomite Beach, talaga, yun ang pagdidiskitahan. What most people forget is the creation of the Dolomite Beach was part of the response of Tatay Digong to a Supreme Court decision mandating the government to clean up Manila Bay. Kaya nga Dolomite ang ginamit dyan. It is alkaline to counter the acidity levels of Manila Bay. It is in fact used in cleaning up certain areas. Hindi masyadong na-discuss nung panahon ni Tatay. Gayunpaman, so nagkaroon ng Dolomite Beach pursuant to the cleanup of Manila Bay. In addition to the Dolomite Beach, hindi ba inaresto na nga yung continued discharge doon sa main sewer line ng City of Manila into Manila Bay? Sa sobrang kadiri talaga yung water na lumalabas, and that is raw sewerage. And when we say it's raw sewerage, literally it means it's toilet water. Okay? It's refuse, untreated sewerage being dumped in Manila Bay, and that has been happening for decades. Kaya yung kadiring levels ng dumi doon nalalakaran na. That's decades and decades of human and other forms of waste. So, nung ginawa yung Dolomite Beach, kaakibat yan doon sa paglilinis ng Manila Bay. Baka nakakalimutan ni Congressman Terry Ridon sa kagustuhan niya makaganti doon sa isang tao na tinanggal na nagtanggal sa kanya sa Poverty Commission. Ay nako. Sabi ni Jing, yan po ang laman ng mainstream media, marami pong nabobobo. Hindi po, nilalaman niya ng mainstream media, bahagi ng communications ng administrasyon para maging laganap at ipapakalat nila itong attempt nila na mag-discredit uli ang dating Pangulong Duterte. Kung kaya't inuunahan na namin, yung Dolomite Beach na yan, baka nakakalimutan nila, nagfo-focus sila, di umano sa korupsyon. Che, sinasabi nila talaga, nagkakaroon ng kung ano-ano, tapos nag-Dolomite Beach. Ay nako, itong mga to. Sabi ni Fernando, I think the House members want to get the per diem budget during hearings. Parang indirect graft and corruption na yun. Well, ang per diem naman, entitled sila doon. But the question is, how much is that per diem? Eh sila rin ang nagsiset. Pag unconscionable yan, dapat ipatigil din. Sabi ni Bright, gustong ibalik ni Ridon yung mabahong amoy at puno ng basura na lugar. But let's argue also, in all manner, but we must also argue intelligently. Ano ba ang gusto ng mga kongresista na to? Iimbestigahan ng Dolomite Beach for what? Diba? Ano yung impetus niyan? Ano yung narinig? Ano yung ebidensya that it even requires an investigation? Ano ang nagtutulak sa kanila para imbestigahan yan? At so far, ang nakikita natin, bilang miyembro ng publiko na nanonood sa kanila, ang tingin ko, the only reason they're doing this is, sakay tayo dun sa bashing ng mga Duterte. After all, Congressman Terry Ridon has an axe to grind. Kakasawa na rin sila. Hindi ba nila naiintindihan that at some point, not only do we see right through them, we don't care about them anymore. Yung mga, they're trying to sensationalize certain things. It's no longer sensational. Ang nakakagulat lang, sige, sino naman ngayon ang magaganyan? Sabi ni Rezi, wala silang magawang tama. Meanwhile, pasalamat po muna ako kay Lovely Jen, kay Loli Metangere, kay Diwa, hi Sir Emil, kay Ma'am Gracia, who's moderating today, kay Diwa ule, at kay Loli Metangere ule, at kay Ma'am Gracia. Maraming salamat po dito sa mga gifters natin sa TikTok, ha? Amazing talaga how you are so supportive of Luminous. Thank you kay Shelly, kay Melvin, kay Leon, kay Dal, kay Shelly ule, kay Ma'am Eda, kay Ma'am Raquel, kay Sir Serimon. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, ha, at sa tuloy-tuloy ninyong pagsusuporta sa Luminous. Ma'am Diana Rodriguez, salamat po. Kay Sir, thank you din po. Sa lahat ng nag-share, thank you kay Queen M, kay Ma'am Melody, kay Neneng, kay Lily, kay Rustia, everybody who just said count us in, you just keep making us feel better and better. Thank you very much. Sabi ni Solay, bakit po nakikisaw-saw si Lauren Legarda with regard to Dolomite investigation? Isa rin sa laging naka-idol na senador yan, sabay sa tama lang. Ay nako. Pero yung anak niya, kumakampi naman kay Congressman Kiko. Yung mga families na naghihiwalay ng landas, BS yan. Sabi ni Rai, supported by the Supreme Court ang ginawang Dolomite Beach, then si Ridon is gustong pa-imbestigahan, then posible ba na si Supreme Court ang direct na makasagot? Of course not. If you learned anything from making tambay here on Luminous, it's this: the Supreme Court does not act on its own. It issued a decision ordering the government to clean up. In fact, ang in-order are the local government. Si Tatay Digong lang yung nagsabi, ano ba, i-enforce nyo ba ito? O mag-aaway tayo? So ulitin ko, ha, hindi po ganyan ang Korte Suprema. Although the Supreme Court, they checked on the status of the enforcement of this particular case kasi inutusan nga nila ang ilang mga LGUs to clean up Manila Bay dahil sila ang directly responsible for that. Lalong-lalo na City of Manila, which discharges or used to discharge raw sewerage into Manila Bay. Sabi ni Strictly, you'd think that the demolition job to discredit the Dutertes would be done with more finesse considering how much influence they exercise. Kaya talagang salamat sa inyo for showing and explaining the facts. Oh, you're welcome. Tulong-tulong lang po. Sabi ni Ma'am Maraya, ibig sabihin ba BS din si Kong Kiko? Ay, anong ginagawa mo? Nangiintriga ka? Huwag kang ganyan. You can ask it in a nicer way. You can ask na, okay, pero Kong Kiko did this also. So what does that mean? Huwag kayong mang-intriga. Wala naman tayong space for that here. Pwede tayong mag-discuss. Hindi naman maliwanag na magkakontra yung pamilya ni Kong Kiko at saka yung pamilya niya. Ang nakikita natin is si Kong Kiko malakas ang loob. But he would not do this without the support of his family. Pero the family cannot be overt kasi sino ba ang kababayan, sino ba ang taga Cavite na very, 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 very powerful politicians right now? As it is, the fact that Kong Kiko can actually do what he is doing despite the Remulyas is because he still has his family. Hi kay Ma'am Rachel. Sabi ni Bads, ang daming diversionary tactic na ginagawa ng administrasyon na to. Di ba nila na nagigets na wala ng tiwala at naniniwala sa kanila? Oh, excuse me, that's not a diversionary tactic. This is actually in preparation for the filing of cases. Di ba? They'll even file a case against PRD even if he is abroad. Para no matter what happens, pag uwi niya dun, sasalubungin siya ng warrant of arrest. What makes you think they're just trying to divert our attention here? You have to stop thinking that everything is a diversionary tactic. Nobody, I mean nobody, is going to keep using the same strategy over and over again. This is a direct attack, hindi diversion yan. And not everything is a diversion, not everything that they do.